solution means for the illegal community living here, or the undocumented community?
What it means is that people, family members, fathers, wives, husbands, when they get arrested for an offense, they will no longer, so long as the government refuses to reimburse the county, they'll no longer be detained on these 48 hours up to 5 days of extra detention. And if they post bonds, they can go back to their families, they'll be released. They still have to resolve their criminal case. They still have to, either try to prove they're innocent or go through the whole process in the criminal justice system. But what it means is they won't be transferred to ICE for any civil or suspected civil immigration violations. The resolution doesn't affect at all the criminal law enforcement. So if they find someone driving without a license, they could still arrest the person for the state or the local violation, criminal violation. All the resolution does is it impacts the way the county responds to these detainer requests from the federal government, which are not criminal, they're civil requests. They're requests to hold the person so that the federal government can assume custody of the person for civil immigration violations. So that's the only thing it impacts. So
how many people do you think is going to be affected by this?
Well, on average, I think the figures were there were about 2,500 individuals who were issued an immigration detainer in Miami-Dade County a year, on average, roughly. So
all these people could be free now?
Well, if they resolve their criminal cases, if they're either found innocent in their criminal cases and they post bond, if they're in pretrial detention. And in some cases what was happening is ICE was issuing detainers and then they never picked the person up. So they over-issue the detainers, and the county was detaining people for 48 hours up to 5 days if it were during a weekend. And the time would expire and ICE would never show up. So those people were being released anyway, it's just the county was paying for that extra period of detention. So it's 2,500 people that were issued a detainer, not all of those people were actually being picked up by ICE. It's a pretty difficult situation. I mean, a lot of times it's the person that gets deported is the main breadwinner for the family. ICE has what they call prosecutorial discretion, where they're allowed to say, oh no, we recognize that we could deport you, but look, you have U.S. citizen kids, we're not going to do that. But they haven't been exercising that policy as they should be, or at least as an immigration attorney experienced with cases, we think they should be. So I think the county's resolution should at least help stop the county's being complicit with that whole process, where we have more deportations now than ever before under this administration. So I think it's a good change.